Hey guys, what's up? Jesse here. Just wanted to make this video and show you guys some of the improvements I've done to my CFmoto U10 Pro XL non-Highland edition. Um, would have loved the Highland edition, probably would have bought one, but at the time of me purchasing this, the Highlands were not available. They still were 6 to 8 months out. I was ready to buy one, so I got the U10 Pro XL. So I'll spin around and show you. So what I've done here is I have built myself doors. So I'll tell you a couple things about them real quick. These doors, just finished building them. I actually just finished them up last night. There are a few door options available for these. Several of them were outside of the price range that I wanted to spend. Upwards of about $6,500 for the factory ones with the glass roll-up windows, all that cool jazz. Just didn't want to spend that much money on them. There are several half door options which I looked into. Only problem with those doors is I wanted windows for wintertime. So I looked into possibly just buying some of the half doors that are available for these and just adding windows to the top. Only problem I saw with those, and I could be wrong on some of them, but most of the ones that I looked at was all the handles were, you could only open them from the inside, which doesn't work once you put windows on them. So on top of fabricating the windows to add to the other half doors that are available, I was going to have to redo the entire latch system. That's going to involve cutting holes, drilling holes, finding a new latch mechanism. So after doing a bit of research, I just decided to go ahead and build my own. So with that said, I'll show you. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone. It ain't the best. Got handles here, for pulling it closed. These little latches here, you can open them from the inside or the outside. Put some trim here. This plexiglass is the abrasion resistant, 1/4 inch thick. I believe it's the same exact stuff that they make the poly windshield, front and rear windshields out of. It is a 1/4 inch thick, abrasion resistant. So got that stuff. It's pretty heavy duty. Put some little border trim on it. And so let's talk windows real quick. So if you'll see this, sorry for looking into the sun, 1/2 inch square tubing, I believe it's 16 gauge, pretty stout. I added this little frame on to stiffen the window up, and does a good job. Of course, I just riveted it in 3/16 aluminum rivets. It's real solid. I've already taken several trips down the road with these. They seem to be doing really well. So I built these as convertible doors, so I can put the windows on for wintertime, and whenever I want to take them off and it's warm for summertime. If you see here, got one bolt here, another bolt up here, just 1/4 20 bolts. Pull those 2 bolts out, the window lifts right out, all 4 of them. Shouldn't take any more than 5-10 minutes to remove all the windows, put them in the shop. And then I've got half doors for summertime. I don't know if you can see here, that is the reason that this doubler is on here. So I put this on, used a router, and routed a 1/4 inch gap all the way, and it goes down 1/2 inch. So this window sits down inside this doubler 1/2 inch. So the bottom is not coming out. There's no gaps there. So these are my convertible half doors. Whenever the windows are out, this dip here is perfect for putting your, or using it as an armrest. Now I will say there are some doors out there. I believe they're the Spike doors. I believe that's the name of the manufacturer. They have some doors just like this, and honestly, that's kind of where I pulled the idea from. I would have loved to have bought a set of those. The only problem is they are only available for the single cab U10 Pro, not the XL. They did say they were releasing them probably in springtime of 2026. I'm impatient. I wanted to do some winter riding. Didn't want to wait till springtime when I wouldn't need the doors. So, built my own. The hinge setups, custom fabbed all that. All the hinges I custom built. Just bought some of the weld-on hinges. Fabbed all, bought some plate material, bent all the material. That's 3/16 mild steel. Again, cut these out, bent these, welded the hinges on. They work great. If you're wondering, these latches, trailer door latches, again, like I said, they just got a little handle that screws in there. You can open them up from the inside. Had to make, these are pretty simple. That's just a piece of angle iron for the catch. These are just little plastic hinges you get off of, plastic handles. I bought those off of Amazon. These were a little bit more tricky. Had to custom make these catches up here. A little different mounting than the rears. So the next item that I've added, I'll get in here and show you. Ice crusher heater. So you can see I've got the vents in here. I did add the ice crusher heater kit to this. Tried it out last night. Works very well. So I'll show you. You got 4 vents up here, 2 defrost vents. You can't shut those off. They stay on all the time. And 2 floor vents here. So you can open and close these. You can turn them. They pretty much point directly on your feet. So that is very nice. It does have a high and a low. It's just, high, low, or off. So I am all set up and ready for wintertime. These, these little bezels they have here, little inserts. You just, on the U10 Pro XL, these just have little blanks in them. They pop right out. These come with the ice crusher kit. It all just snaps in together. Very nice kit. It gets really nice and warm in here. It blows hot. So anyways, that is my upgrades and my home built doors for my U10 Pro XL. I did add the rear window. I had to buy 2 4x8 sheets of the polycarbonate, and there was plenty enough to do all 4 door windows plus the rear window. Added some border on here, added some foam stripping to keep it from vibrating or rattling. So anyways, that is my rig. So the doors, ice crusher heater, I did add the 30-inch Polaris Expedition wheels on. I just liked them. They're a little bit bigger than stock tires and wheels. I like the way these wheels look better than the stock CFmoto wheels, so I've been trail riding with this rig for quite a few times, and 30 inches they do plenty good. So anyways, any questions, comments, I'll try to answer them on the video, or I'll post this to the CFmoto groups that I'm in, and feel free to ask away. I will say total that I have in the doors, all the hardware, latches, total in is about, I'd say right around $1,200 is what I have into building these. The absolute most expensive part was the polycarbonate for the windows. 2 4x8 sheets of that alone by itself was right at $650 for the polycarbonate for the windows, but can't really skimp on those. Also, if you're wondering, these doors are wood. It is 3/4 inch oak cabinet grade plywood, really high grade, high finish. They're very straight. Some woods out there, they tend to like to warp and they're all wavy. So this is the cabinet grade 3/4 inch plywood. Obviously they don't look plywood. That is because I completely covered them with truck bed liner, specifically the Raptor lining. So did that, and then threw a little coat of just black semi-gloss spray paint over the top of those to seal them in and make sure they don't rot, when they get wet and stuff. So they're completely sealed. Should be able to take water and mud and everything. It's got the textured finish on it. So anyways, I guess I'm done yapping for now. These are my doors. They open and close perfectly fine, no issues. So anywho, there you have it. Thanks for watching.